up today.
Call 1-800-693-3440 or visit duckback.com. So call 1-800-693-3440 or visit duckback.com now.
Hello, everybody. You're watching Breaking Point on Real America's Voice News. Thank you for watching. I got a great show for you today with interviews from the 150th anniversary of the Queens Village Republicans on last week's Lincoln Day. Stay tuned for some great interviews. Big crowd here at the Queens Village Republican Club. We have Phil Ornstein and Joe Concannon with us.
Our 150th anniversary.
150th anniversary. Wow.
Well, we're celebrating today with none other than America's Mayor, Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, best mayor ever, best prosecutor in New York. He's behind us signing books for the Biden crime family, his new book here. But you have a massive turnout. Tell us about the energy in New York City for the Republican Party.
Well, you know that nobody here is crying, right? Everybody here is smiling, and we love the winning. Winning.
Not tired of it?
Not tired at all. We love our President Trump, and, you know, Rudy did a big job for him the first time, and now he's here with us.
Go Rudy, go Trump.
Yeah, listen, you know, the congestion pricing, Trump's stepping in, right? Yeah. I look at that. You got to come at the left from the left. I look at that as discriminatory. The hardworking people, including minorities in New York, the commuters, getting punished, right, by Kathy Hochul.
That's right.
Is that going to stick? Is Trump going to be able to get rid of it?
Yes, he's doing it, and we're doing it. We're working together to get rid of these bums who don't care about the middle class. All they care about is their own oligarchy.
So Zeldin only lost by about 4 or 5 points, by 0.6, I think, actually.
And since then, we've had a 21% increase in Republican votes in this county.
New York goes red next year?
David, I really believe we can turn Queens red.
So if Queens goes red, New York State goes red for the governorship, right?
Absolutely.
You got it.
That's what's happening.
That's where we're headed.
And I've been wearing this MAGA hat since 2015. And our club has been on the forefront, spearheading the change to vote Republican here in Queens.
Mayor Adams maybe had a change of heart, right? Because of pressure, maybe from Trump. And, you know, do you think he's going to step up? You know, he got rape up 30% in New York City so far this year. Felony assault still at like a 20-year high. Is he going to change anything while he has his tenure?
I got to be now. He hasn't shown us a damn thing about solving crime in New York City. Wow. All right. I mean, look, all you got to do is go down to the subway system. All right. People being thrown against the, you know, the tracks and everything else. It's disgusting what's going on here in New York.
Quality of life issues. Mayor Giuliani fixed it. It's all been reversed.
Absolutely endless quality of life issues. The noise complaints, the homeless, I mean, everything. The attacks with the squeegee guys, it's all back. All right. And Eric Adams really hasn't done anything about it. So.
How about in Queens? You seen a lot of crime here?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. There's
burglaries.
I live 6 blocks away from the illegal migrant tent shelter at Creedmoor. And they're all over the neighborhood creating havoc.
Wow.
We're so glad to see them go, not because of Hochul, but our thanks to President Trump. Fred.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Joe Concannon, Phil Ornstein, Queens Village Republican Club, 150th anniversary here in New York City. On the rebound. Great to see you guys.
Great to see you, Dave.
With Mayor Giuliani today is Dr. Maria Ryan from the Dr. Maria Ryan
That's
Show.
Right, LindellTV.com.
Great.
I'm very good. How are you doing, David?
I'm wonderful, thank you. You just got back from Italy.
Yes, we went for a business trip actually to the Republic of Srpska that I've never
with the mayor.
heard of before with the mayor. And we're business partners. And then we stopped in Italy and everybody wanted to meet with him there. Giorgia Meloni, everybody. He is so beloved. And I'm very happy with how Georgia wants to stabilize Italy.
Yeah, she showed up for the Eastman dilemma with the mayor 2 months ago. I was there with everybody covering the Eastman dilemma at Mar-a-Lago. Big turnout. Georgia Meloni was there with Donald Trump.
That's right. And she really enjoys President Trump, and she's hoping to do further things with the United States and other countries. She's really trying to stabilize the Italian government.
I was in Italy 2 weeks ago, and she was pretty popular there. It was surprising, yeah.
Yeah, people are very proud of her and find her very smart and strategic.
Yeah. And I met a few Trumpers. You know, not everyone in Europe are Trumpers, right? And Italy could be a little socialistic, but I think they're turning the corner because their economy's not so great.
That's right.
And I think they realize they need help.
Yes. I found, and it may have been the circles we were in, big Trumpsters, even at the Vatican. We were met by bishops there, and we were taken into these secret places no one can go into.
Yeah.
But they are very much love the policies, because the policies of the new administration want to protect the unborn.
Yeah.
And the church has been sickened by the last 4 years how we've abandoned protecting the unborn child.
You know, it was funny. One of my Uber driver to the Milan airport, big Trumper. You know, and that's funny because Uber drivers all over the United States are Trumpers.
Yeah.
I would say about 75% that except for New York City.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was very surprising. So we're here in New York City. We're in Queens. The mayor, the best mayor ever in the history of New York.
Signing his books today, and he's the keynote speaker, the Biden crime family. And if you want to know why he pardoned Hunter to 2014, you've got to get the book, The Biden Crime Family.
Yeah, everybody's got to go out and get that right away. Really important here. But other issues in New York City. Trump ending congestion pricing. Rape is up 34% in New York City so far year to date. What is Mayor Adams doing? Is he going to buckle up?
Well,
buckle down.
Mayor Adams has reached out to Rudy Giuliani. They have not been able to connect. They were supposed to connect on this trip. But I think he's going to try. I think he's had a change of heart. He realizes that offering all this free stuff to illegal aliens, and especially the criminal elk, that it's destroyed a lot of New York. So I think he wants to change. I don't know him personally, but I understand Andrew Cuomo has announced running for mayor.
Yeah, God help us.
Yeah, he's a crook, and he's got a lot of money behind him now.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He certainly does. All right, Dr. Maria Ryan from the Dr. Maria Ryan Show here to support the Queens Village Republican. Mayor Giuliani being honored tonight and signing books. Go out and get the Biden crime family today.
That's right.
Thank you. Always
Thank
great.
you.
Kim Hermans from Project Civica. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm so glad to be here tonight and celebrate 150 years of Republicanism in New York.
Yeah, and you've been real busy. You're from the Buffalo area, right?
I'm from Western New York, Buffalo, but I run Project Civica, the director of Project Civica, and we are New York statewide, so we are all over.
So, what's your mission here?
Civic engagement and action. We want people to get up off their couches and get involved in politics and change New York. We are just sick of what's happening in New York, what's happened to our beautiful Empire State, and we need change here.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And how can they affect change here regarding the elections, governor's race next year, mayoral race in New York City this year? What's the goals?
The goal is to get people out and vote. Civic engagement is all about getting involved. So you can go to projectcivica.org and volunteer. We have a number of initiatives going on, from precinct or committee strategy in New York to election integrity. We ran a really strong poll watching program last year. So there's a number of initiatives going on.
It's great to see it all come together. For Project Civica. So many fabulous people here at the Queens Village Republicans 150th anniversary. And we have Jude Ellie. He's going to be a candidate for the president of Haiti. How are you?
I'm so glad to be here tonight to celebrate with
Great
the
to see you
Republican
again.
Party. Thank you. It's an honor for me to be here. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah. What are you going to do for the people of Haiti. And why are you involved here at the Queens Village Republicans?
So here, that's my team, and I'm very involved with the team, the Republican in Queens. It's always an honor for me when I receive the invitation from Joe and Chris to be part of this any event here at the Queens Republican Party. Yeah. So now in Haiti, now it's time to restore law and order. It's a priority because we cannot have the country under the guns control. So now it's time for us to rebuild Haiti, to make Haiti great again.
So the Haitian population in New York City is very large. How many people here in New York City?
So we have a lot of professionals in Haiti, nurses, engineering, and also we have the taxi drivers. We have a huge, large community of Haitian and New York, not only in New York, but also in Florida and Canada as well.
Are they gravitating to the Republican Party? Are they moving over?
Some of them, yes, some of them, yet. But we're going to have all great. We're going to have them all right because for the future of Haiti, we do need a strong leader as Trump, now which is you want to make America great again. But at the same time, it's time for us Haitian people to work together to make Haiti great again.
The elections are at the end of the year. When are they in Haiti?
So we hope they're going to keep the schedule.
So they put them off.
Yes, so we hope they're going to have it, but we'll see. Because with that situation, no one can go out to vote in Haiti because of the gang situation. Right. Haiti now is in turmoil. All my brothers, sisters, Haitian who's listening now, it's time to get back to Haiti. United diaspora is a united Haiti. Let's make Haiti great again all together. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Where can people follow you, Jude?
They can follow me on Twitter, on my Twitter, Instagram, and also they can reach me via my website. My Twitter is Jude Eli, JUDELI_, and my biography, and also at judeeli.org.
As countries around the world move away from the U.S. dollar, get gold today for 5,000 years. Gold has withstood inflation, geopolitical turmoil, stock market crashes, and the great news is you can still get it. You can own gold and silver in a tax-sheltered retirement account. Birch Gold makes it easy to convert your IRA or 401k into an IRA in precious metals. Just text the word America to 989898 to claim your free info kit on gold. 20 years experience in converting these IRAs and 401ks into precious metal IRAs. Birch Gold can help you today. Protect yourself today. Text the word America to 989898, an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Thousands of happy customers and countless 5-star reviews. Secure your future with gold today. Start today with your free info kit. There's no obligation. Text the word America to 989898 today.
Stay tuned to get an all-new Bell & Howell Bionic Floodlight for 50% off. Last year, over 100 million packages were stolen. Worse yet, over 500,000 homes were broken into. The party's over, porch pirates and prowlers. This is the Bionic Solar Floodlight from Bell & Howell. It showers a massive 1,000-foot area of ultra-bright light all the way from your house to the road or the whole backyard. Plus, it's solar-powered, so it's free to operate. When prowlers approach, the motion sensors activate and BAM! They go bye-bye. Plus, it expands your outdoor living space, making yards, patios, and walkways brighter. This next-generation solar-powered light features 120 high-intensity LED bulbs on 3 separate adjustable panels, delivering multi-directional light. It installs in seconds anywhere. No wires, or stake it in the ground, and customize the panels anywhere you want light. Look, your lights are too weak, but watch. Bam! That's Bionic Light Power. Check out the difference before and after. Which home looks safer to you? The Bionic Floodlight is the ultimate security light standing guard up to 25 feet, keeping your family safer. And no more critters getting in your trash. Now there's plenty of light to scare them away. It'll light up your life when you pull into a bright driveway and enjoy more outdoor living space with bright, beautiful light. Folks, the Bionic Floodlight delivers safety and style. Look at this yard before and after. It's a night and day difference. Some outdoor solar lights sell for over $150, but you can get the Bionic Solar Floodlight from trusted Bell & Howell for just $29.99. And we'll even ship it to you free. Order right now and get a second Bionic Floodlight at 50% off. And it all comes with our Bell & Howell 5-year warranty. The demand has been huge, so don't wait or you can miss out. Order right now.
To order, call 1-800-503-4179 or go to bionicfloodlight.com. So call 1-800-503-4179. That's 1-800-503-4179 or order online at bionicfloodlight.com.
This is the purest source of vitamins you can get. Unlike pills and powder, Gem is real food. I take it every day. There's no synthetic fillers, no mega doses. I'm eating actual food. It's not a supplement. I trust real food.
Allegiance Flag Supply believes American flags should be made in America.
Our symbol of freedom made outside our borders, that did not sit right.
Join us in our mission to keep the American flag truly American. Don't settle for flags made elsewhere.
Every flag is proudly crafted in the USA with superior materials.
Visit showallegiance.com to order your high-quality, made-in-America flag today. That's showallegiance.com.
Kevin paid off over $12,000 in credit card debt with the help of Consolidated Credit. They cut his interest rates and lowered his payments so he could pay off his debt fast. Call 800-596-8062 for a free consultation.
Welcome back. You're watching Breaking Point on Real America's Voice News. Stay tuned once again for more great interviews with New York City mayoral candidate and Guardian Angel founder Curtis Sliwa, Patriot street artist Scott Lobaido, the best mayor and prosecutor in New York history, Rudy Giuliani, Tiffany Justice, co-founder of Moms for Liberty, and now the Heritage Foundation visiting fellow, and my friend and constitutional scholar Nick Giordano, and Trump attorney John Eastman, and much more. Don't go anywhere. Joe the Box, everybody. Queens Village Republican Club, 150th anniversary. Be an honor tonight. How you doing?
I'm unbelievably fantastic. What a day.
What a turnout.
What a great day to be an American.
Yeah, 700 Republicans from all over here. We're in New York City. I don't remember gatherings for the Republican Party like this when I was a kid in New York City.
I don't really know if this is more of a Republican Party versus an America First Party, to be honest with you, Dave.
Sure.
I don't know. I think it's kind of clashes with the Republican Party in certain ways. But I have no mercy on any of them. I am the Trump agenda. I plan on working it as hard as I can and being on the front line for the America First movement.
Yeah, we got a stellar array of people here. We got Sarah Carter, Mayor Giuliani with his book, The Biden Crime Family, signing books here. We have so many great people today.
My brother,
with us.
Johnny Blanket just got back from the airport, picked up Eastman, John Eastman.
So tomorrow night at the America First Warehouse.
David Zere, the great David Zere, will be covering the discussions with John Eastman, one of the most persecuted attorneys, and he was arrested. He was part of the Atlanta arrest, right, David? I have a big mugshot he'll be signing for us.
Yeah, well, I think he's been vindicated. The American people have spoken in this election. And where did those 10 million votes go, Joe?
The 10 million votes were never there.
Wow. Tell us about the America First Warehouse. What do you got going on?
We're very excited about what we're producing out of there on a regular basis. Every day of the week, we got podcasts on Tuesday, health and healing on Thursdays. David's got his book and movie on this Monday coming in, which is a free event. We're just asking people to come in and donate for the cause of John Eastman. Once you see his movie, you'll understand how bad he was persecuted.
Yeah, incredible movie. We covered it at Mar-a-Lago, and he really lays it out in layman terms for everybody. But Joe the Box, everybody, here at the Queens Village Republican Party. New York's going to go red next year.
I think it's more like pink.
You might be right. All right, Operation Code Pink going on. Joe the Box, always a pleasure. Go to the America First Warehouse.com, and maybe there's some hope here.
Maybe you'll find David Zere there Monday night interviewing John Eastman.
Everybody, Nick Giordano, Professor Nick Giordano. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. For our RAV audience, you see Nick everywhere. He's on Real America's Voice. He's on the major networks. Always, talking about the issues of the day. Constitutional scholar. What's going on?
What's going on? Well, we're in optimistic times now. Yeah. I mean, we're seeing a sea change in the United States where a lot of people are actually supportive of what they're seeing, despite what the media is saying.
Yeah.
They're supportive of the Doge team going in, finding the waste, fraud, and abuse. They're supportive about ending the war in Ukraine. They're supportive about getting the illegal immigrants out of the United States, taking our cities back. So there's a sense of optimism out there now.
Well, there is. And I wanted to ask you, first of all, I have local politicians reaching out to me, asking me if they should do Doge on the local and county level, which I thought was really cool.
We should do it on every level in government. Yeah. I mean, listen, the government should be astute of taxpayer dollars. And the fact that so much fraud, waste, and abuse has been going on for so long, And the politicians just come out there like Senator Schumer and say, oh, well, we all know there's fraud in the system. What are they scared of? Well, what have you done for the 40 years you've been there to tackle it? And they haven't done anything.
There's no doubt about it. And, it's really created a firestorm on the left. But Trump has them off balance, right? Flooding the zone. So many things going on. I wanted to ask you about what are your feelings about the Zelensky meeting?
I thought it was fascinating. I teach world politics, so when I look at what happened with the Zelensky meeting, it was a failure of diplomacy 101. When you come to the Oval Office, you have to show respect. And the second that Vice President Vance said there has to be a diplomatic solution, you saw Zelensky get visibly angry, cross his arms, and then he tried to talk over the vice president and the president of the United States, and that's a big no-no. Listen.
Yeah, it was bad. And he was warned, really. He was kind of warned not to even have to go there. They could have done this deal and signed it a few days ago, right?
Well, the amazing part is, there's certain things that shouldn't be spoken out loud when it comes to international politics. And Zelensky's sitting there talking about security guarantees. You signed this mineral deal. You have the security guarantees.
It's a de facto.
We have an economic interest in Ukraine at that point. We have an American presence in Ukraine. It makes Russia much less likely to try anything again.
Yeah, I mean, the first half hour of it went well, but he had hubris and contempt, I think, for Donald Trump, interrupting him, stepping on his, time talking. And I thought it was very rude.
Well, I thought it was rude, but I also see it as the failed foreign policy of the United States for the last 3 decades. American hubris, that we continue to fund this war with no real outcome. And that's part of the problem. Listen, we have to stop with the emotions. Get the emotions out of it. Talk about what is realistic. So in Ukraine, there's only 3 options. Either you keep funding it and Ukraine continues to lose ground, and sooner or later they're going to have to surrender.
Or we pull out and then he gets creamed.
Well, that's the thing. He's going to have to surrender sooner or later. Second option is boots on the ground. If Putin really is an existential threat, then call for boots on the ground. Nobody sees that as a realistic, viable option. Right. The third option is that you negotiate a settlement, and every side is going to have to give, and we have to push American interests. It's in Ukraine's interest for American troops to go on the ground. It's in Russia's interest to try and get as much as they can. It's in America's interest to end the conflict.
Zeldin loses by about 5 last time for the governor's race. I think New York goes red next year. What do you think? At least as far as the governor.
We have the best opportunity that we've had in the last 30 years.
Right. I mean, everybody, Nick Giordano, Professor Nick Giordano, always look forward to your sharp insight. Where can our viewers follow you?
Everyone can go to pasreport.com, or they can follow me at PAS Report on all social media, and check out the PAS Report podcast.
All right, always great to see you, Nick. I appreciate your time. Alex Bauer, Moms for Liberty, New Jersey chapter president, and you're also working with the New Jersey State Legislature with Moms for Liberty, right?
Correct, that's correct, yes.
Tell us about your mission.
Well, our mission is that we want to protect all the children, not just in New Jersey, but all over the world, really. We have to remember what our parental rights are about, that they don't stop at the schoolroom door, that the only people that are going to say what goes on our kids, in our kids, and what our kids are being taught are our parents. So we want to empower parents to stand up for their parental rights.
I know it's been a firestorm issue in Jersey. I've been covering it for a couple of years. I'm surprised that there is such a large percentage of parents that don't care or are fighting Moms for Liberty, Moms for America.
5756, which is a policy of lies, and basically was allowing boys in the girls' locker rooms, was hiding gender changes from parents, and we have it in out of 40 schools already. So that's phenomenal.
Wow, great.
Ever since Trump signed the executive order, I think it was like another 10 or 15 schools.
So let's talk about the Trump effect. Did Trump have a direct effect on change for New Jersey?
1,000%. A lot of parents are just scared. They, didn't want to be the one to have to stand up for their child. I don't really understand that. But now they're like, okay, Trump is our president. I know that, we have the support of other parents. So it's had a huge effect. People definitely feel more empowered to step up for their kids.
Well, that's really good to hear. I had Elena Barbera on my show this past week. The writer and producer of American Groomer, exposing the state of Maine, 52 of the 190-something school districts hiding gender dysphoria from the parents. How do we fight it?
Well, just listen. Just stand up for your children. If your school is not going to respect what you say about your pull them out. Why do you continue to send your children to this school that is indoctrinating them and putting them in harm's way? I'll tell you what. There's not going to be a boy in my daughter's locker room ever. If it happened to the school, I'd pull her out until I fix the problem. So parents need to do that. They need to say no.
Moms for Liberty, they stand up while others sit down. You got to get them all to stand up.
We need to get them all to stand up. Not just the moms, though. We need the dads to show up, too. The grandparents, everybody.
Where can people get involved with Moms for Liberty?
MomsForLiberty.org, and you just find your county and state, and it puts it in touch with us.
Great. Alex Bauer, everybody, Moms for Liberty. We are so honored to have with us on the show the great Maria Lynn from switch2usa.com. Welcome, Maria.
Thank you, David. I'm so excited to be here. And how are you today?
I am wonderful. I'm wonderful. But you have great products made on American soil by American factory workers. You're a longtime supporter of Real America's Voice News and Breaking Point. Tell us what you got going on.
Thank you. So first of all, the RAV shoppers are amazing, and we love reaching out to everybody. We have the oldest 40-year-old American manufacturer that's right here on U.S. soil with U.S. factory workers making all personal essentials and household essentials. Everything is non-toxic, so there's no formaldehyde and there's no immune disruptors in there. There's 2 programs, actually 3 programs. There's a wellness side of our program. There's a prime beef side to our program, and everything is vertically integrated on both. And then you could pick and choose if you'd like an additional savings on your prime beef, the beef and wellness. We have so many things going on. We have home alarm systems, but we won't even get into that right now. I just wanted to tell everybody this is an American patriot factory, so we love having everybody come.
All right, we have 30 seconds. Tell our viewers how they can get online and join you. Switch2usa.com.
Please come to our website, switch2usa.com. Looks like this. And when you do get there, please leave me your name, your email address, and a phone number. Maybe a good time to call you. And then myself and my family, will reach back out to you. We'll offer you all the different subscriptions. You decide if you want to join us, and we'd love to have you.
All right, we love you back, Maria Lynn. Everybody go buy American, and we'll see you real soon.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Hello, this is Mike Huckabee. President Trump said he wants to take back the White House and teach our kids to love our country. That's why my team created a kids guide to President Trump. It'll teach your kids all about President Trump's accomplishments and his vision for America. And right now, I want to give it to you for free as part of this free gift bundle.
Order your free kids guide to President Trump, get a free bonus guide, and a free membership to AMAC featuring dozens of money-saving benefits at kidsneedtrump.com. That's kidsneedtrump.com.
Hi, I'm pulmonologist Dr. Jamie Rutland. Did you know we take 20,000 breaths a day? And when we inhale, we invite all the contaminants in the room into our airways? Indoor air quality can be 5 to even 100 times worse than outdoors. Meet the Air Doctor. It's your prescription for clean air and the only hospital-grade air purifier equipped with advanced Ultra HEPA filters, proven to improve your indoor air quality and overall health. I can confidently tell you that if it's in your air, it's in your body. Check this out. This would have been in your lungs.
And now you can breathe better with this exclusive TV-only offer. Save 40% now on your hospital-grade Air Doctor.
What makes Air Doctor hospital grade? Well, it's a triple filtration, including an Ultra HEPA filter that removes virtually 100% of the smallest and most dangerous contaminants down to 0.003 microns, including mold spores, pollen, smoke, pet dander, even bacteria and viruses that make you sick. That's 100 times smaller filtration than ordinary HEPA purifiers. That means you can breathe easy, knowing your family can get relief from allergies and asthma and reduce airborne diseases.
Look what the Air Doctor trapped. I wouldn't want my kids breathing this in.
Air Doctor takes the guesswork out of clean air. A pre-filter captures large particles. The carbon filter removes smelly odors, dangerous gases, and harmful volatile organic compounds. The Ultra HEPA filter captures microscopic contaminants, even bacteria and viruses. And the Air Doctor smart sensors measure pollutants, automatically adjusting the filtration.
It's pulling the pollutants out, it's pulling the allergens out, it's even pulling the toxic chemicals that our cleaning products leave behind.
Call or go to tryairdoctor.com now. Get 40% off our best-selling air purifier. Plus, every Air Doctor comes complete with our 30-day Breathe Better money-back guarantee.
Call 1-800-862-7795. That's 1-800-862-7795. Call now.
Did you know that thousands of authors across the country have written books and published them with Page Publishing? If you've written a book, Page can help you through the process. We cut through the confusion of the publishing world to make it easy for you. If we decide to publish your book, your work ends and ours begins. From copy editing and proofing to typesetting and book cover art, we get you printed, distributed, and sold on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and bookstores. We'll even promote your book.
Call 1-800-319-0257. That's 1-800-319-0257.
Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the show today. I just wanted to say FAFO. Zelensky felt the pinch already from his antics in the White House, and he has come groveling back. His hometown was hit by multiple missiles and a couple of hundred drones that overwhelmed Ukraine's air defense systems. And remember, our Patriot missile batteries are protecting Ukraine, including Kyiv, and they can't pinpoint their HIMARS long-range missiles, medium-range missiles, which I'm against sending into deep inside Russia, and other long-range missiles without NATO and U.S. support. So Zelensky had to backtrack, come back, and ask for help. But I have more interviews ahead here with John Eastman, Trump's attorney during the 2020 election, Scott Lobaido, Tiffany Justice, Curtis Sliwa, and Rudy Giuliani. Check it out. John Eastman is with us. He made the movie, The Eastman Dilemma. How are you?
I'm well, David. Thanks very much.
Yeah, it was great to be with you at Mar-a-Lago. The red carpet you had a couple of months ago at Mar-a-Lago. The Prime Minister from Italy was there. Mayor Giuliani was there. You name it, everybody was there. That was an epic event.
Well, President Trump came and listened to our panel discussion, and my daughter, who had a brand new baby, was sitting in the back row, and she realized Trump was behind her. So she's got a nice selfie with my new grandson with President Trump.
Yeah, and he just came from Carter's funeral. He still came to the event at Mar-a-Lago. Epic entrance as usual. But tell us, so tomorrow night at the America First Warehouse, I'll be with you. You're going to show The Eastman Dilemma to the audience, a real grassroots MAGA crowd on Long Island.
Yeah, the New York premiere of the movie. We should let people know. It'd be great fun at the America First Warehouse. And I'm told, I've not been there before. I'm told it's quite a place.
It's a wonderful place. Joe the Box, the inspiration of Joe the Box and his family, John and everybody, and Tony, his wife. They put together something pretty incredible. People have gathered there for many years supporting America First agenda.
Yeah, no, it's great. And thank God the America First movement won in November, because God help our country if we had.
Could you imagine?
It's unimaginable. And I don't think we would have ever had a free election again.
So at this point, I look at it that you've been vindicated because the American people have spoken, right? Where do we go from here to secure that?
Well, two things. One, despite winning in November, these Democrat prosecutors in Arizona and Georgia are still going ahead against me and Rudy and others, as if they didn't get the memo on what the American people wanted in November.
Even with Fani Willis under fire?
She's disqualified, but she's still prosecuting the case. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
And in Arizona, the judge ruled that we had met our burden, that they violated our First Amendment rights. They now got to prove that they didn't, but they're fighting that tooth and nail.
You're tied up in court.
I'm tied up in court.
Yeah.
But we've got to hold these people accountable, because if some of them don't end up in prison for the weaponization of our criminal justice system, the next time they're in power, they'll do it again.
You think there are any indictments that will be coming down?
I hope so. And, when I spoke at CPAC last week, the biggest round of applause I got was I said, I've got two words that's going to end this. It's Cash Patel.
Yeah.
And I think investigating these people, and where warranted, putting a criminal indictment together, wrapping it up with a bow, and handing it over to Attorney General Pam Bondi, I think is the only way we're going to put this genie back in the bottle.
Well, Trump's keeping everybody on the left off balance, so it's just amazing what's been going on, and maybe there'll be a culture change at the FBI, I hope.
Well, I hope. And there are a lot of rank and file people that are still good law enforcement. And you can see this over in the Border Patrol and ICE, how quickly they got back to doing their jobs.
They wanted
to do their jobs. And I suspect we're going to see some of that under cash at the FBI as well.
Yeah, I've spoken to border agents since 2019. They all want to do their job,
exactly.
And they don't want to be changing diapers. They want to control the ports of entry, right?
Exactly. That's what they went into those jobs for, and now they're free to do what they were hired on to do.
Now, you were disbarred in California, right?
Not yet. I've been recommended for disbarment.
All right,
We've got an appeal still pending. Only the California Supreme Court can actually disbar, and we've got 2 more rounds to go before we get there.
All right. Well, you were exercising your free speech. And you had every right to do what you did, I believe. So, questioning the outcome of the election, right? Or at least waiting for a process to certify it correctly.
Well, it was clear there was illegality in the conduct of the election. And that's what the Eastman Dilemma documentary is all about, showing that and letting people know that, because too many courts and too many people tried to shuffle it under the rug like everything was perfect. Yeah. I think one guy actually said it was the most secure election in our history. Yeah. I mean, that's just laughable.
Scott Lobaido here. How you doing, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Look where I am.
Yeah, Queens Village Republican, 150th anniversary. Republicans in New York City. Who knew? And you're being honored tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what for. Jackass of the Year. I'll take that.
Yeah, well, listen, you've been on the forefront of all the issues. Challenging, saving the pizza places in New York City, fighting the congestion pricing. How great is it that Trump stepped in with New York City congestion pricing?
I think it's awesome. I got arrested for getting,
again
for the congestion price thing. I got in front of the cameras right where they are.
You were in Columbus Circle, right?
Yeah. And I brought, again, worldwide attention to it. So people need to do that.
You called it, because I look at that as discrimination against the hardworking people, especially minorities. They're not making a lot of money in New York City sometimes. You got to pay just to go cross through Manhattan. It's crazy.
Let me explain it to you in a nutshell, in a really fast nutshell, okay? It's New York City. It is the biggest city in the world. And as far as I know, and you know, a city is supposed to be congested. Congested with gears that keep a machine going, which is a city.
Yeah, nobody's driving their car into Manhattan during the week for fun. They're working.
They're working, and they are purchasing products from businesses.
Yeah.
It's about the small mom and pop businesses. You will drive by. You know what the rent is on any street in this city?
Forget it.
And so people aren't coming to shop here. They're going over to Bayonne, all due respect to
It's
Jersey.
already down. Only 40% of the buildings have been reoccupied since COVID, and then they dump this on the taxpayers in New York.
I'm going to continue to blame the New Yorkers, not the politicians. I'm tired of blaming the politicians. I'm blaming the New Yorkers who let this garbage happen to them.
Grover Cleveland, you get the government you deserve?
Exactly. 100%. It's up to you, New Yorkers, and I'm here to fire you up. We got the speeding cameras we're going to take care of.
People look forward to what you got to say, and you're always on the forefront, so keep it up. Where can people follow you?
My Instagram's at Scott Lobaido, my Twitter, Scott Lobaido. I rant every day about the issues that you want to hear about and that you want to rant about.
All right. Love your jacket, by the way. Scott Lobaido, everybody. Great to see you.
America's Voice, not those other networks, not saying any names. Real America's Voice in the house.
Smart guy.
Right,
Smart guy. Thanks. What a great day here in Queens, New York. And I just ran into Tiffany Justice, a visiting fellow at the Heritage Foundation and a co-founder of Moms for Liberty. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm happy to be back in New York. I'm a New Yorker by birth, and so it's great to be back in New York.
Oh, that's awesome. I first interviewed you with Tina Deskovich at CPAC about 3 or 4 years ago, and you guys were really getting traction back then. You've accomplished so much. Tell us about what you're up to.
Yeah, our moms have accomplished so much. There are a lot of different factors that I think helped President Trump to make it to the White House, but I think American parents, really, what we saw during COVID, ignited a fire in us that made us fight back. And so we're continuing to make sure that parents stay involved and engaged now. We're on offense. We've been on defense for 4 years, and so now on offense, we want to make sure that we continue to advance.
It's pretty incredible. The floodgates have opened. I interviewed Elena Barbera last week, and she's talking about what's going on in Maine, though. 57 or 52 of the 190 or so school districts hiding gender dysphoria from the parents of Maine. What's going on up there?
Yeah, I mean, it was great to see President Trump call out Governor Janet Mills about what is going on in Maine. President Trump has been very clear that he will not put up with men in women's sports any longer. It's an 80-20 issue. The majority of Americans do not want men playing in women's sports. And so it's only a matter of time before these school districts correct course. We had a wonderful Title IX case where we got a preliminary injunction over the Biden regulations that they had proposed and put into place during Biden's term. These were completely unconstitutional. And so we had a court in Kentucky vacated the Title IX rule that Biden put into place. And so right now, school districts need to understand that there is nothing that is forcing them to allow boys and girls sports.
Can Trump take punitive action against Maine if they don't cooperate?
Oh, absolutely. He's going to cut funding. There is absolutely no doubt. And then the other thing that I think is important that President Trump said when he was speaking to Janet Mills was, by the way, you won't be elected for very much longer. We're going to make sure that we take care of people who are making these types of
candidates lining up on the Republican side. They're reaching out to me. I spent a lot of time in New Hampshire covering primaries and the elections over the years, and a lot of people came in from Maine saying their voice has not been heard in the school district. So maybe there's some traction.
I hope so. And the bottom line for parents is that you are the watchdogs of your district. President Trump can only do so much from the White House, and he does a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it's up to us to make sure that school board members and other elected officials are aware of the fact that we're taking our country back, that we will not let these woke ideologies stand for any longer.
What else is on the agenda with the Heritage Foundation for you?
Yeah, I'm really excited to run and start a parental rights coalition. There's a lot of great things that are happening across the country, and I want to make sure that everyone knows about these things so that we can all come together, have shared understanding, and really get some momentum moving.
Yeah, it's grown exponentially. 15 years ago, you didn't hear about this stuff where parents are organizing against their school district. And I've been following all the different organizations, and they've gotten people elected to school boards, right? They've changed legislation. And now you've got an ally in the White House, right?
Yeah, 15 years ago, we didn't know that somehow the government thought they knew better than parents for our children. What a nonsense thing to say. When I speak to President Trump about this issue, he's always like, this is crazy. How is this even happening, right? It's insane. And so it's just the moment is now for us to really reclaim our fundamental right to direct the upbringing of our kids, and parents are not backing down anymore.
All right. Well, it's great to see you, everybody. Tiffany Justice, tell our viewers where they can follow you.
Yeah, you can go follow me on X @for Tiffany Justice. You can follow me at the Heritage Foundation. Going to be doing great work. And if you're interested in being part of this parental rights coalition, if you have a group of people that would like to be a part of it, to be on the inside, to know what's happening on the ground, then make sure that you follow me and we'll get you hooked into the coalition.
Well, thank you. I consider you one of the pioneers of the parents' right movement in America. So thank you again, Tiff.
Thanks. It's an honor to be able to help to lead parents.
Rachel Maddow and Nicole Wallace should be canned for their despicable comments after Trump's speech this week. I'm all for free speech, but they crossed the line. I got to tell you, when we come back, I have interviews with the greatest mayor, Rudy Giuliani, in New York history, the greatest prosecutor in New York history, and then Curtis Sliwa running for mayor in New York. He is the heart and soul in New York. Don't go anywhere.
For years, I struggled with low energy, poor digestion, and breakouts. But then I started eating my vitamins with Gem, a delicious multivitamin bite for whole body health. Start eating your vitamins at dailygem.com.
The FBI calls it house stealing, the latest scam where a cyber thief transfers the title of your home out of your name and steals your hard-earned equity.
It's roughly 60 to 90 days for that person to even figure out that they're the victim of this crime. You start getting foreclosure notices and you realize you've got 4 mortgages on your house that you didn't even know existed.
Find out if you're already a victim and start your $1 million triple lock protection today at HomeTitleLock.com.
Here at Allegiance, we feel like American flags should be made in America.
When we started Allegiance, we were shocked to learn how many American flags were actually being made overseas.
Every flag we make is proudly crafted in the USA with superior materials.
Join us in our mission to keep the American flag truly American.
Visit showallegiance.com to order your high-quality American flag today. That's showallegiance.com.
America stands at a turning point. The first 100 days of President Trump's administration will shape the future of our nation, and the stakes couldn't be higher. At AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, we're committed to holding Washington accountable. That's why we've launched the first 100 Days Tracker. This powerful tool tracks the administration and Congress as they work to deliver on promises that matter to you, securing the border, strengthening our economy, defending our freedoms, and protecting Social Security and Medicare. Join millions of AMAC members across the nation who are staying informed, taking action, and making a difference. Join today for 5 years and receive 47% off. Stay informed, share your voice in our exclusive survey, and join the fight to protect America's future. AMAC, standing for your values, your freedoms, and your future.
Oh no, you hate coming home to a dark house. You need the Bell & Howell Bionic Spotlight. The instant the motion sensor detects movement, Bionic Spotlight triggers 8 high-intensity LED lights that shower the entire area with light and then shuts off 30 seconds after it stops. Get the motion-activated Bionic Spotlight for just $19.95 with free shipping. If you order right now, you can double the offer and just pay a separate fee. 2 Bionic Spotlights backed by our 5-year warranty for one low-value price. And the shipping is free. Here's how to order.
Attention homeowners. Are you behind on your mortgage payments? Is the bank threatening to take your home? Is your home worth less than you owe? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you need to call this number right now.
Call 800-714-8615.
It's so amazing how the Democrats all have the same talking points, at least 22 senators using that stupid little social media mic and then saying the same thing. They didn't even change up the speech given to them this week. But here I got an interview with Rudy Giuliani and Curtis Sliwa, and these are great. Check it out. It's the 150th anniversary of the Queens Village Republicans. Special guest and honoree today, greatest mayor of New York ever, Rudy Giuliani. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here for this anniversary.
Yeah.
You know, every time I ran for mayor, I carried Queens. So I can't say that for every borough, but every time I ran, I carried Queens.
Yeah, and Queens traditionally a Democratic, part of New York City, and the job you did reversing crime, the quality of life issues, and broken windows, community policing, bringing back the neighborhoods, the anchor revitalization program, the New York City Housing Partnership. There isn't anything you didn't accomplish.
Well, we did a great deal because I had a great team. And I was independent. I was independent of the crooked Democratic machine, which now controls the 4 boroughs, not Staten Island. The judiciary is controlled by them. Just about everything is. And if you wonder why New York State spends 2.5 times more money than Florida.
And they have 3 million more people.
Yeah, of course, we steal a lot more money. I mean, the corruption in this city is despicable.
Yeah.
And it's been that way almost uninterruptedly since Boss Tweed, except when you have a Republican mayor.
It's so crazy. So what are your feelings about Trump ending congestion pricing? I look at congestion pricing as being discriminatory against low-income people, minorities. You got to come at the left from the left sometimes, right?
Oh, of course it is. It's completely ridiculous. It's the only place in America that has it.
Yeah.
I mean, there are an awful lot of other left-wing, wacky Democratic cities, but not as wacky as New York. And Hochul was for it, and against it again. And now she's trying to bargain for it. I thought Blagojevich went to jail for bargaining for stuff like that.
So is she hostage to the MTA? They got like this $25 billion hole they got to fill. Why is she so avid about it?
Well, maybe somebody should take a look at the contract with the MTA.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody should take a look at the contracts in the city. And maybe you could figure out why the city spends as a city as much as the state of Florida.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, so much going on here in New York City. Crime's on the rise. Rapes are up 30% this year. Subways aren't safe. Do you see Mayor Adams kind of buckling down and tackling this in his remainder of his time as mayor, or if he runs again, maybe as a Republican?
So far, although I have had major disagreements with Mayor Adams, of all the people that are on the horizon, he seems pretty good.
Well, yeah, I know his attitude's changed a little bit.
But even before his attitude changed,
yeah.
you got some real way out lefty wackos who should be in China, should be running governments in China.
Yeah. Yeah, the New York City Council.
I don't know if New York City residents know what they do to themselves when they vote Democrat. They have no idea they're voting for the longest standing corrupt political machine in American history. New York City invented corruption, Boss Tweed.
Yeah.
And the Democrats have named a courthouse to him. So they do homage to him. And the amount of corruption in this city makes it impossible for this city to grow. Well, and crime's a problem. Unemployment's a problem.
Recruiting police is a problem.
Corruption is the biggest problem because nobody cares about the people. All they care about is how much money they can steal. And when you have a Democrat in power for too long, the city goes really, really bad.
Okay, well, speaking of corruption, your latest book, The Biden Crime Family, just came out. Tell us about it.
Well, this guy got away with, well, I guess I can't say murder, but he got away with millions from our enemies. Yeah. I mean, the worst part about Biden is he took bribes from China. He took $3.5 million from Russia. Nobody wants to know about it. They say he didn't get any money. Read the book. You know who's the best witness against him that he got money? His son. His son wrote, I gave half my salary for 30 years to my father.
Yeah.
His salary were bribes from our enemies, China, Russia.
Yeah.
How about $10 million from Ukraine?
Yeah, and the Burisma money was frozen by the British government as laundering.
Little Zelensky? The guy is the creature of a major organized crime oligarch who laundered money to Joe Biden.
What did you think about his performance at the White House the other day?
It was disgraceful for the people of the Ukraine. I love the people of the Ukraine, but they have been afflicted with one of the most corrupt governments in Europe from the day they began. They've had only one honest president, and it's not Zelensky. And it is ridiculous for us to continue that man, because whatever we do, the people of the Ukraine are going to get screwed. He steals, he is sitting on top of massive amounts of evidence about Ukrainian money that's been stolen, including by Biden, that he's afraid to go after. So when they had a little picture of him in like a prisoner's outfit and being thrown out of the White House, my God, the guy's sitting on top of crimes at the highest levels of both governments, and he's covered them up.
Yeah, well, you've been calling it out for years. I just want to get your opinion. I know you were just in Italy. I was there 2 weeks ago. Meloni seems pretty popular over there. Well, is Italy going to turn the corner?
Italy has turned the corner.
All right.
And it's just a matter of how much they can achieve now. She's in for over 2 years. She's the 11th longest running prime minister because Italy has always had such problems. She is smart. She's determined. We'd love to have her in America. She's got absolutely 100% conservative values.
She was with Trump at Mar-a-Lago. I was there for the Eastman dilemma a few months ago. And she was there with Donald Trump.
And that's going to go. Italy is going to be maybe one of our major allies in Europe. And not just Italy, but Hungary, Eastern Europe. Forget Western Europe. Western Europe are a bunch of Marxist-influenced dodos. Who are running failing countries. Eastern Europe are people who have come out of communism, treasures freedom, and so does Hungary and Italy. You put that together, we've got a hell of an alliance.
It wasn't too long ago they were behind the Iron Curtain. So, Mayor, I want to thank you so much. And everybody go out and get the Biden Crime Family today. Great event, Queens Village Republicans. We're going to take the mayorship, and then we're going to take the governor next year.
I think there's a good chance. I mean, Republicans get elected historically in this city and state when things are terrible.
They're terrible.
And when people just get fed up with 150 years of Democrat corruption. Well, they should be fed up with it by now.
All right, Mayor Giuliani, always great to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's wonderful to see Curtis Sliwa, the heart and soul of New York City, here at the Queens Village Republicans 150th anniversary. What's going on?
Well, Queens Village Republican Club, man, it's like part and parcel. You know, it's the heart and soul of what the Republican movement is all about. So I'm honored to be here. And not only that, but more regularly assist them in their community, especially in that battle to shut Creedmoor, which is finally taking place.
Where does that stand? So Creedmoor, for our viewers, housing illegals in New York for about a year now, right? What's going on?
Oh, no, more than a year. Yeah. And in fact, they've announced that they expect to have it closed by June. Unfortunately, many of them are now being transferred to the South Bronx, 141st and Bruckner, where I'm involved in an attempt to close that migrant center. So it's sort of almost like pushing them around on a chessboard.
Yeah, in the Bronx, you know, it's like the dumping ground. You know, you were a manager of McDonald's back in the 70s in the Bronx, right?
That's right, 79. That's where I started the Guardian Angels, right there on East Fordham and Webster. although they closed that McDonald's because they said it was unmanageable now because of all the crime. Crime was worse back when I was manager then, but when you take control of a situation, you can manage a location anyway.
What's going on with the mayor in New York City?
A good question. He should be in jail, but obviously he's hanging on by his nails. First of all, he's hated by the Democrats now, not trusted by the Republicans, really doesn't have a party of his own, but he insists he's running for re-election, so I'm ready to take on whoever survives the bloodbath between Cuomo, Adams, and all the left-wing socialists.
I mean, Andrew Cuomo, mayor of New York, does it ever end?
Well, he just told us he saved us during COVID. Now, if that's saving, I would have rather have died.
You have 15,000 seniors dying in the nursing homes, adult homes across New York State, waives the liability for them, takes in infected patients.
And makes $5 million while having his staff write a book for him in the middle of a crisis and thought he could get away with it. $5 million for a book that I don't even think 5,000 people purchased.
Wow. All right. So many issues. Really quick. Police recruitment, a problem. Subway crime is crazy. And rapes are up 30% so far this year in New York City. How do we fix it?
The morale of the police department is at an all-time low. If you don't have police, you cannot ever address this situation. And you got to back your police. So if the police are going to go out there and take back the streets for the people, and they get into a gray area, you got to back the cops.
Well, they can't play social worker, right? Isn't that the problem?
Yeah, haven't they always said they wanted social workers out there and mental health care workers? And I don't see them out there, and I'm in the subways every day. So let the police do their job. Let them have the support that is necessary. And most importantly, we got to hire more cops.
Last topic, congestion pricing. Are you happy Trump stepped in? Is it going to stick with the ending congestion pricing?
Oh, absolutely. Congestion pricing is a killer of the island of Manhattan that has yet to come back. Now, our mayor will say, we're not surviving, we're thriving. Well, obviously not in Manhattan.
There isn't the buzz like pre-COVID, right?
Exactly.
You don't have that buzz.
No.
Places aren't open late. Everything's so expensive. Only 50%, 40% of the buildings are reoccupied. And on top of it, they got congestion pricing.
And nightlife, which is his specialty. It's the one area I'd give him A+ because he's out till the break of dawn with $5,000 customized suits. Women don't want to go out at night. So without women going out for nightlife, how are you going to attract the guys? Plus, remember, women get in free the first 50 to attract the guys.
That's a great point. All right, Curtis Sliwa, where can our audience engage with you? Where do they follow you?
Sliwa for NYC.com. So that's SLIWA for NYC.com.
And nobody's done more radio. I've been listening to WABC since 1982 with Bob Grant. And I don't think you ever sleep. When can people watch your show on ABC?
Well,
listen and watch.
Right, I'm no longer on WABC because the moment you officially announce you're running, the FCC takes you off. So right now, my full effort is running for the mayoralty of the city.
All right. Well, again, I think you're the heart and soul of New York. I think you're the one that can fix the problem. So I want to thank you for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. Anytime.
I want to thank everyone for watching today's show. Welcome to the Rav family. And next week, I got another super show. I hope you learned something today. We'll see you next time.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It easily blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, soap, mildew, mold, and more. Forget harsh chemicals. With just plain water, Horsepower can clean bathroom tiles and tubs back to their original shine and luster. It's a game changer in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud. Take it outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. How strong is Horsepower? We took this distressed 100-year-old antique and restored it to like new with Horsepower. Amazing! Get your Ruby Horsepower Scrubber today with bonus scouring sponge for just $39.99. Save on buying batteries. It's powered with the latest rechargeable technology. But wait, you'll also get this stainless steel brush to make range hoods and gas stoves look